So, as I reported before, attorney Tony Busby, who is currently prosecuting the Diddy case, subsequently added Jay-Z into an already existing report stating that both Jay-Z and P. Diddy SA'd a 13-year-old anonymous accuser. Welcome back to The Garage. I'm your host, Q, and this is the Truth Be Told podcast. Well, let me tell you, right now it's sounding like that story is looking a little bit like Swiss cheese. It seems as though the accuser has a lot of inconsistencies in that story that are just not adding up. All the way up until the point where the accuser is stating that after the SA happened, she ran to a nearby gas station where her father picked her up and took her home. According to the father, he doesn't remember that. Not only does he not remember that, but how could he not remember that? If this person was 13 years old at the time, don't you think that that's a long ride home and a lot of questions? According to the accuser, when the father picked her up, there were no questions asked. So to give you a little more detail as to how this story is unfolding, let me take it inside edition. Watch this.
The woman accusing Jay-Z of sexually assaulting her more than 20 years ago when she was 13 is speaking out, and she admits there are inconsistencies in her story. Jay-Z has come out swinging as well. Here's Allison Hall.
Is the sexual assault case against rap mogul Jay-Z falling apart? The woman who claims Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs raped her in 2000 when she was 13 years old is giving her first interview, but asks that her name and face not be shown. She says it happened at an MTV Video Music Awards after party.
Jay-Z comes in and rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it.
During the NBC interview, she says that she spoke with musician Benji Madden and his brother Joel at the after party. Benji is married to actress Cameron Diaz.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo that's the Last Supper because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
But in a statement, the Madden brothers say they did not attend the 2000 VMAs. Inside Edition found this document establishing that on September 7th, 2000, the night of the VMAs, the Maddens were giving a concert at the Vic Theater in Chicago. The woman also claims after the alleged assault, she ran to a gas station and called her father, who drove 5 hours from Rochester, New York, to pick her up and return home. But NBC says when they contacted her father, he says he can't recall the incident. I feel like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind. The woman filing the lawsuit against Jay-Z says it is possible that her father doesn't remember, but she stands by her story. I have made some mistakes. Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me. Court TV's Judge Ashley Wilcott.
Those details are very, very important. Does it mean that this didn't happen? Not necessarily, but they are something that Jay-Z's attorneys are going to pick apart.
And Jay-Z's attorney says based on what the accuser said, it is clear the assault never happened. Sean Diddy Combs also denies any wrongdoing. Meantime, the accuser's lawyer says she remains fiercely adamant that what she stated is true, but he says he will continue to vet the allegations.
Okay, so you mean to tell me that a 13-year-old had made it to the MTV Music Awards, was not able to get in, somehow got in touch with or came across P. Diddy's limo driver, who stated to her, "You are just what P. Diddy likes." Then drives her to another location where this all happened. A 13-year-old. And according to the report that Inside Edition just left, the distance from door to door was 5 hours. So you have a 13-year-old that's 5 hours away from home. You pick that 13-year-old up and you have absolutely no conversation as to where that 13-year-old has been, why they're at a gas station 5 hours away. I am a father. I have a 14-year-old daughter. There is absolutely no way. First of all, there's no way that you're getting that far away from home and I don't know about it, even with a chaperone. But if that were the case, there's absolutely no way that I'm picking you up that far away and there's a conversation that's not happening. Absolutely not. Now, it has been reported that this accuser allegedly has autism. I'm not sure how true that is, but that has been reported. And I'm not sure in how much that factors into these allegations. However, those are major, major inconsistencies. Not only that, but also the accuser speaking in terms of speaking with the Maddens and talking about a tattoo on one of their arms of the Last Supper and just having a casual conversation regarding that tattoo because she has a religious background. Come to find out, they weren't even at the VMAs at all. They were in Chicago performing. So again, it's things like that which, it's things like that which blow holes in the entire case. It's things like that which makes Jay-Z look absolutely correct when it comes to his viewing of the attorney Tony Busby, calling him an ambulance chaser, an opportunist. Right now, that's exactly what Tony Busby's looking at. Right now, that's exactly what Tony Busby's looking like. Now, I'm not as sure who approved, validated, or who thought it was a good idea for this accuser to go on Inside Edition and to tell this story. This was not a good idea. This was not a good idea for anybody's prosecution. But who am I? I'm not a lawyer. I'm just following the way that you do. And I do realize that some of these things that come up, some of this content that is bringing forth, you're probably hearing it here first before you go out and seek it, some of you, for the most part. And I do want to thank you. I do want to make sure that the reporting is fair and citing is given to the actual networks or podcasts or whatever entity is bringing the information. So again, I definitely want to thank you. We'll keep up on this case as it moves forward. But right now, things are not looking too bad for Jay-Z, at least in this particular case. So this particular story has made a complete 180-degree turn. So until next time, thank you guys for coming to. So until next time, thank you guys for coming to the garage. I'm your host Q, and this is the Truth Be Told podcast. I'm out.
Back and I'm better than ever. Whoa. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. Yeah. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I get let up. They get not tired of me never. Yeah. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Yeah. They getting nervous, I seen it. What I seen, you wouldn't believe it. They say they want it, I need it. Damn. I'm going dumb like I dropped out of class. Get in my lane and I'm going right past. I turn it up, watch me go to the max.